Hi, I'm Haley, and this is the Wellbeing Podcast.
Hi, my name is Haley Larios, and today I'll be talking about IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, and the effects of media, science, and common misconceptions. Matthew Vargas here, who's interested in IVF and has a couple questions to ask me.
Can you give me a step-by-step breakdown of the IVF process?
The first step would be initial consultation and testing with a doctor. The next would be ovarian stimulation, which is like processing hormones into your body using medicine. Third step would be egg retrieval. Fourth, sperm collection and preparation. Fifth step is fertilization. Sixth, embryo development. 7, embryo transfer, and then the 2-week weigh and a pregnancy test. And optional steps would be pre-implantation genetic testing, which is PGT, where embryos can be tested for genetic conditions or chromosomal abnormalities before transfer. And another optional step is cryopreservation, which is when extra embryos can be frozen for future use.
So what are some common reasons why couples or individuals pursue IVF?
A common reason would be infertility challenges. So whether you're female or male, issues revolving around infertility would be a good option for IVF. Another reason why couples or individuals pursue IVF is age-related fertility decline. When women's fertilities naturally decline with age, particularly after their mid-30s, IVF can help older individuals or couples achieve pregnancy by using either their own eggs or donor eggs. And then another reason is when couples are in a same-sex relationship and also single parents. Same-sex couples and individuals often use IVF with a donor sperm, donor eggs, or surrogates to have biological children.
What's the difference between IVF and other fertility treatments?
IVF is a highly advanced fertility treatment where eggs are retrieved, fertilized with sperm in a lab, and then embryos are transferred back to the uterus. Some other treatments would be fertility medications, which is a lower intervention approach that relies on a natural conception through intercourse, or IUI. IUI is intrauterine insemination, where it relies on the natural fertilization of within the body, and it's less invasive and less expensive compared to IVF. Another treatment would be donor eggs, sperm, or embryos, which involves IVF techniques but focuses on the third-party reproductive assistance. And another treatment would be surgery, which addresses underlying issues while IVF bypasses them.
What are some potential risks and complications?
So some risks and complications may involve side effects from hormonal medications, egg retrieval complications, multiple pregnancies, ectopic pregnancies, miscarriage, birth defects, or long-term health risks.
What's the cost of IVF?
So on average, IVF would be $12,000 to $15,000 in the U.S. If you were to add on like medications, fertility drugs for ovarian stimulation are $3,000 to $6,000 per cycle. So a single IVF cycle with medications and possible add-ons is between $15,000 to $25,000, and multiple cycles may be needed, significantly increasing the total cost.
Interesting. Would I be able to use insurance to cover the cost?
Some countries or states mandate insurance coverage for fertility treatments. In the U.S., coverage depends on the state and the individual insurance plan. States like Massachusetts, Illinois, and New York have mandates requiring certain employers to offer fertility coverage. While IVF can be life-changing, its costs and accessibility remain significant barriers for many individuals and couples. efforts to expand insurance coverage, reduce costs through innovation, and increase public awareness about financial aid can help IVF more attainable.
What's the media saying about IVF?
So, positive coverage often celebrates advances in fertility science, such as improved success rates, embryo freezing technology, and single embryo transfer. These stories emphasize hope and progress in the field.
So what are some legal and ethical considerations?
There's a lot of media coverage that I've researched that often delves into ethical questions surrounding IVF, such as embryo freezing and storage, pre-implantation genetic testing, the use of donor egg, sperm, or surrogates. People may have religious beliefs or cultural objections to assisted reproduction. These stories can spark meaningful discussion, but occasionally sensationalize the ethical complexities.
How does IVF represent diverse families?
In my research, I found a lot of articles on LGBTQ plus couples or single parents using IVF to start families. Notice that a lot of these articles do empower IVF non-traditional families.
Are there any celebrities that support IVF?
Example of celebrities that support IVF are Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, who have openly shared their IVF journey, highlighting the emotional struggles and normalizing the conversations about infertility. This has encouraged many people to speak openly about their own experiences. I believe that celebrity transparency helps break the stigma, but may inadvertently set unrealistic expectations for affordability or success.
Are there any unrealistic success portrayals in the media?
So I have come across a lot of stories like this couple had twins after one round of IVF, which can often omit the financial, emotional, and medical complexities behind the story. The reality of it is the success rates aren't that high, especially for individuals who don't conceive after one cycle.
Can you tell me any common misconceptions when it comes to IVF?
So a common misconception can be that women can use IVF at any age, which is kind of true, but the success of using one's own eggs decreases with age. So age significantly impacts IVF success rates. Another common misconception is that IVF is always the first step in fertility treatment. This is not true because IVF is often pursued after other fertility treatments such as ovulation induction, intrauterine insemination, IUI, or lifestyle adjustments have been unsuccessful. Next common misconception that I want to talk about is that lifestyle changes don't matter if you're doing IVF. So a healthy lifestyle can improve the chances of IVF success. Factors like a balanced diet, maintaining a healthy weight, avoiding smoking, and managing stress play an important role. Another misconception I want to talk about is that IVF babies are less healthy or more prone to birth defects. So studies have shown that babies born via IVF are generally as healthy as those conceived naturally, while there may be a slightly higher risk for some conditions. Advancements in technology and care have minimized these risks, thankfully. Most importantly, that the last misconception that I want to talk about is that IVF guarantees a baby. So IVF improves the chances of conception but does not guarantee success. Success rates do vary based on factors like age, underlying fertility issues, and the quality of egg, sperm, and embryos. So paying all of this money per cycle does not guarantee success, and you might have to try another time spending just as much money as you did the first time.
For answering my questions, I learned a lot through.
So today we've explored the science behind IVF, the emotional roller coaster that often accompanies it, and how the media influences our understanding of this journey. I just want to state that no two IVF journeys are the same, and today we've seen how science, perseverance, and support systems come together to create possibilities for so many kinds of families. So for those of you currently on this path, know that you're not alone. This road may be challenging, but there's a community of people who understand and support you. And always remember that every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. science and support can make the seemingly impossible a reality. Thank you for listening. Bye.